Hey y'all, it's Amanda from Love and Renovations, and today I am back with another super simple DIY tutorial. Today, we're talking about measuring tape. I'm gonna teach you everything you have ever needed to know about measuring tapes, but didn't even know that you were missing out on. Welcome back to my channel, where every week I bring you DIY tutorials, inspiration, ideas for how to make your house a home. Today I'm gonna be breaking down everything you've ever wanted to know, but were too afraid to ask about how to use a tape measure. It might seem like the most simple thing in the world, but tape measures are actually a little more complicated and a little more nuanced than you might realize, and they have a lot of hidden features that you may not know about. So I am breaking down all the hidden features of the tape measure, along with my very favorite tape measure that just might change your life. Here are my top 5-ish tape measure secrets that you may have never heard before. Let's talk about this little pull tab a little bit. This little pull tab right here is on the end of pretty much every tape measure that you've ever used. And do you notice how it is movable? I used to think that this just meant that it wasn't screwed on fully tight, but actually this is a really cool feature that helps you get more precise measurements. The reason this little metal tab is movable is to help you get a more accurate measurement, whether you're measuring in an inside corner or an outside corner. It moves to adjust for the width of this little tab so that no matter what you're doing, the width of this tab does not get in the way of your measurement and it's still accurate. The next feature you might not know about is that on the back of every tape measure, there is a little number. It's kind of hard to see here, but on this tape measure, it's right here and it says 3 inches. That is the exact measurement of this case. So when you're measuring in a corner, all you have to do is butt this up against the corner and read what the number is. Then you add 3 inches and you know that that's what the exact measurement is. No more trying to squeeze these things into the corner. Much more accurate this way and a lot easier. Next up, have you ever noticed that on your tape measure, every 16 inches the number is red? Have you ever wondered why? Let me tell you a secret. The standard spacing for studs when you're building a home is 16 inches on center. So tape measures have markings at 16 inches, at 32 inches, at 48 inches. They're usually red, and that's to indicate studs. Usually this is just used for framers. If you're not building a house, it may not seem super necessary to you, but it can be really helpful if you're looking for studs. Just hook it to a corner, measure, and look for the red numbers, and then you know where to start looking with your stud finder. All right, let's break down this little hook here. See the pull tab? Have you ever noticed that some of them have holes here? Has a little hook here. These edges are kind of sharp. This is like tips numbers 4, 5, and 6. The reason there's a hole here is this can hook right on to the head of a screw or a nail that's sticking out of the wall so that it'll hold it in place if you're measuring alone. This thing here can also help do that, just kind of depending on where it is. So why are the tips of these often serrated? It's because this helps you make marks on the wall. If you're holding it here, you can press this against the wall, wiggle it around a little bit, and it'll make a mark on your wall without you needing to pull out a pencil. So if you have one with a serrated edge, consider yourself lucky, because that makes your life a little bit easier. And the last tip you need to know, did you know you can draw a perfect circle using a tape measure? Just put a screw in the center of your circle and hook this right onto the screw. Then align your pencil right wherever you want the size of the circle to be and pull it around in a circle. You'll get a perfect circle every time and it'll just take you a few seconds. Let me introduce you to my very favorite tape measure ever. This is from Fast Cap. It's called the Righty Lefty tape measure. One of the reasons I love it is because it has the measurements on both sides of the tape measure, which means you can measure right-handed or left-handed. And as a lefty who sometimes gets a little annoyed with the fact that the whole world is built for right-handed people, this feels like a win. The best feature of this particular tape measure is that it has the measurements all the way down to 1/16 of an inch. No more 7 3 past a half measurements for you. You're going to look right at it and know that 3 past half is 11/16. You are gonna sound so professional with this tape measure. A couple of other features that I really love is it has a built-in pencil sharpener. It also has this little pad on the front that's meant for taking notes. You can just jot stuff down right here with your pencil and then erase it, so you don't have to carry a notepad with you or put your measurements into your phone. It just makes it a lot easier. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was a fun video for you. I hope you learned something new. If you know any tape measure secrets that I missed, drop them in the comments below. Let me know if you learned something new, and I will see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe this video if you enjoyed it. That way you never miss another video again. I'm dropping new ones every week with DIY tutorials, inspiration, and more, and I'd love to have you back.